of the SEC that set that committee up was not the leadership that took over. And this new leadership looked at them and saw what was available and was able to implement those that they felt should be implemented. But this case is saying, look, irrespective of who comes in, this is a master plan for the entire capital market, which should be implemented, I believe, beginning from January. And the committees are supposed to submit at least a draft of their report by the November meeting of the Capital Market Committee. And so at that point in time, the Capital Market Committee will look at it and I believe will set the timelines for implementation.
How sustainable is it going to be if, for instance, the leadership of the Securities and Exchange Commission is changed today? Yeah. Isn't there going to be a cause for concern that the sustainability of this master plan might not be followed through? Because we had some other committees that were actually set up to make sure that the capital market gets to where it's supposed to be. But then there was a change in pattern of leadership. Yeah. And so the present leadership of the Securities and Exchange Commission has seen these reports that have been put forward by the committee and has tried as best as it can to implement it. But it has now also come up with this master plan. Now, if we have a change of pattern of leadership again, isn't the same thing going to play out? Yeah, you see, there's going to be a difference. First, this plan is going to go to the Capital Market Committee. Once it's accepted at the committee level, it goes to the board of SEC. And once the board of SEC accepts it, and it becomes a capital market master plan, then whoever comes in knows that he has a document to implement. Now, under this new initiative, we see that there's a committee on non-interest market products. Yeah. Could you elaborate more on this for us?
Oh, you have, let me use the non-interest bearing products. One of them is the Islamic product. Okay. And it's expected that there might be more that will come. This committee is to look at all those options available that invariably the market can start looking at and implementing. So it depends on the committee, the committee comes out with, what products that are non-interest bearing products that they can come out with. And that's the essence is, look, we should not just be assuming that there are too many products out there. Let this committee work out the details and show us what products are available and how they can be implemented in Nigeria.
Yeah, and then another committee we also have is a capital market literacy committee. Could you just shed more light on this as well?
That committee has been overdue. You see, we had a situation in Nigeria in which a lot of people are uneducated financially. So the literacy level, Nigerians are educated, but when it comes to financial literacy, we are very poor. And it's not only Nigeria, other countries are. And I think the US has also implemented the same thing, financial literacy at all levels. As far as I'm concerned, it should begin from the primary school level to educate people on finances, what to do in situations that we have, how do you invest, how do you save. The saving culture has to start with the literary level. And so if this committee comes out with a plan, I think it will be a beautiful thing. A plan that will educate Nigerians on finances and how to utilize finance, how to earn income and utilize income to make more money. You see, it's unfair for people to just earn salary and spend it. The savings level in Nigeria is very low. And when you don't have savings, you can hardly have development.
You remember when we had that uncertainty at the market sometime in 2008 where a lot of people lost so much money? Yeah. Could this be one of the reasons why they did that? Because they didn't properly understand what the equities market was really all about.
Exactly. That was the major issue. And then secondly, they didn't even understand that you do not just pick a form and apply because somebody gives you a form to fill and say, buy shares, this is the reigning share, or this is the share that is going to make money for you. Don't just buy. But they were ignorant. And since they were ignorant, they just did what they felt was right.
But then the stockbrokers were supposed to actually have, educated them on what they're supposed to be doing at that particular point in time.
Let's flip back.
Okay.
By 2008, we were less than 1,000 stockbrokers. You have a population of, say, 150 million.
At that time.
At that time. Now, how many can a stockbroker educate? But let's also let's flip backwards. It was necessary for a shareholder who knows that, look, there are some stockbrokers there. They can call and say, hey, what do you say about this? Instead of a person comes and gives you a form that's not even the abridged prospectus, it's just an application form. The first impulse, if somebody has financial knowledge at all, a little financial knowledge, to say, look, let me call my stockbroker or let me call my financial advisor. But they didn't do that. They just believe, there's a particular story that's exciting.
Why is it exciting?
Because I went into a bank, and here was this guy, the branch manager in the village was calling this guy, say, hey, you have so much money in your account. Let's put it in shares for you. And here's the form, fill it. Fortunately for me, the bank manager went outside, and I asked this man, I said, look, don't fill that form. The fact that you have money in your bank account is no reason why you should buy these shares. Look at the shares. What do you understand about it? What are the issues you should look at? And I took him through. By the time we finished, he realized that he didn't need to buy those shares. That is simple education. But if I wasn't there, the man told him, look, you have money in your account, use it. And the person, because it's his manager, he will use it.
Yeah, so that was the issue there. He trusted his manager so much that they gave him that, that piece of advice, and he decided to take it.
Yeah, but if he had prior knowledge, at least limited knowledge of what finances are about, he would even tell the manager, no, I need to seek more information. I need to find out more about this before I invest. You know
now that the Nigerian Stock Exchange is talking about this next generation of trading and all of that. Are we going to see more and more, because a lot of them are really talking about capital market literacy. Yes. How much do you think we're going to see when, the X-Gen project actually comes on?
There's going to be more education. In fact, Stock Exchange has started meeting with various stakeholders, meeting with shareholders associations and educating them. That will go on. And then the Charter for Stockbrokers is also embarking on the same education. In fact, in a few weeks' time, they will roll out a program for shareholders to educate them on what to expect in the market.
Yes, because so, if for instance, now you don't probably understand the market.
Yeah.
Now that we know that we've just slightly dropped below the 36,000 psychological level, a lot of them are going to be panicking because they will feel that maybe the market has gone into another shock. And so there might be, because right now we're seeing a lot of profit taking at the market. So yes, we probably will see an improved understanding of how the capital market operates. But now let's also talk about the expectations from stockbrokers. What are your expectations? You, as a former president of the Chartered Institute of Stockbrokers, what do you expect that this blueprint will look like?
Okay, before then, let me correct an impression. The 36,000 mark is a figment of the imagination. There's nothing special about it. You see, the market is vibrant and dynamic. The market fluctuates. It goes up and it goes down. Yes, we've stabilized at 36,000 for quite some time. That makes it special. But that doesn't mean that it must remain there. And just as it has gone below yesterday, it could go higher up today.
Yes, at one point we actually reached 40,000.
So let nobody panic. That's the key issue. Let nobody panic because of that. Because it is just a figure. People are going to buy shares, are going to make money, and good shares will sell, bad shares will go down. So nobody should panic. Nobody should be thinking, we are not going to that era. We are not. Because
what era are we talking about now?
The eras of then 2008. We are not going back there. Because all over the world, you've seen the improvement on the market. You've seen the Don Jones. The Don Jones before 2008 was not up to 15,000, but today it's 15,000 plus. So, Nigeria, we are almost where we were in 2008. We are 11,000.